There is a silent killer killing ecom brands right now. I'm going to explain what that is in less than 10 minutes. And it's not bad products, it's not weak marketing, and it's not lack of funding. It actually hides inside your daily routine and it robs you of your potential, your time, and your money. Now, I've scaled my business past £1.5 million and I've helped other founders reach 100K a month. And I can tell you this, if you don't eliminate this silent killer, you will never let your brand scale. In this video, I'll show you what it is and how you can get rid of it so it doesn't destroy your growth. Now, to put this into perspective, let's get some numbers around this. The brutal truth is that 68% of founder time is wasted on admin. That is according to a McKinsey research. So we can safely say that most founders are stuck doing the wrong thing. And this is leading me to my hypothesis from my own work and from working with other clients closely, is that most fail from not from having bad products, but from doing the wrong work. And so expanding from the fact that we realize 68% of founder time is wasted on admin, let's look at some more numbers. Surprisingly, 90% of e-commerce businesses will fail within 120 days. And this is according to Forbes research. And the three reasons they gave for that, number one was poor cash flow management. Number two was lack of strategic focus. And number three is weak marketing execution. But I want to draw your attention to this second reason they gave, lack of strategic focus. That means not focusing on the right things. And I would argue that that is the most important one, because if you've got lack of strategic focus, you're going to then have weak marketing execution. And that also will lead to poor cash flow management because you're not focusing on the right things, which means your time and your effort and your attention is not going to be directed towards the things. And therefore, busy work, it kills your focus. And if you've got no focus, then you won't be able to keep your business alive. Now, let's make this even more tangible to show you why it's a silent killer, because you're actually burning money if you're not able to focus on the right tasks day to day. So if you are making between 60 and 100K profit per year with an e-commerce business, then on average, your hourly rate is going to be somewhere between £30 and £50 an hour minimum. Now, we've realized from what we've spoke about before that founders are going to be wasting about 20 hours per week. So 20 times your hourly rate of £50 an hour is £1,000 a week wasted on poor quality tasks. That over the course of a year is £52,000 wasted every year on tasks that someone else could do. Now, once you put this into reality, if you're doing it yourself, you're paying £52,000 out of your own founder time to do those tasks. And in fact, if you were to hire a VA, you could spend about £5,000 across a year for them to handle those tasks that you're doing and you're stubbornly holding on to as the founder. So if you do that, not only would you save £47,000 on those tasks alone by doing it with a VA rather than doing it yourself, think about all the extra time that you've now freed up, 20 hours a week. So the opportunity cost of what you could do with that time is massive. So in fact, it's not just £47,000 saved, it's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pounds worth of new revenue that you could bring in the business if your focus was in the right place. So VAs cut operating costs. And to back this up further, there's some crazy stats to say that VAs cut costs on average by about 78% compared to in-house employees. And nowadays, 59% of entrepreneurs do rely on a virtual assistant to operate. So if you're not on this, and if you're still doing all the tasks yourself, you need to move on and move away from that. Now, proof from my own business. Why can I talk about this? Well, as I say, I've generated £1.5 million plus with my own brand, and I've just got 2 VAs on board. And because I've got 2 VAs on board, I'm giving all of the day-to-day tasks to them to work with, to keep them busy. And it means that 80% of my time is spent on strategic growth and looking at the big picture of the business, not getting caught in the weeds with all those little day-to-day tasks that you'll be too familiar with as a founder. So the difference is because I've got that in place, I have leverage, and leverage will beat hustle, because if you're hustling and doing loads of work on the wrong thing, then you won't get anywhere. Not only have I done it for myself, I've also worked now with brand founders that you can see on my channel. I've done interviews with them, and I've brought these founders from a position where they're doing everything themselves to hiring virtual assistants, putting systems in place, and letting them scale to 5 and 6 figure months consistently because of the systems they've got in place, and they're no longer required. So that's what I help people do now. Now, the playbook, how do I do this with my clients? How did I do this for myself? Well, there's a simple 3-step process. Step 1 is to document the way that your business currently operates. So creating SOPs for every repeatable process. Then look at the way that your business runs and identify what you can automate first, and then delegate the rest to virtual assistants. Now, if you're not doing this, you are being left behind. 72% of successful businesses now use AI for daily automation tasks, and 92% of AI adopters report measurable ROI within 6 months. So if you're not integrating AI for the right reasons in your business to get you out of the day-to-day, then you're leaving a serious amount of growth behind, and you're going to be in the minority very soon. So ultimately, you've got a linear choice, either burnout or freedom, when you make this decision as to whether you're going to continue to be stubborn and stay with the business day to day, or if you're going to hire, systemize, and automate so that you can actually get out of the day to day and get to freedom, which means 100K a month or whatever your goals are financially, but also for your lifestyle as well. If you choose burnout, you're going to continue working 8-hour weeks, you'll be firefighting, your growth is going to plateau. If you choose freedom, then you can start doing less hours, busy work on the business. Your systems will run and you'll have consistent growth because you can focus on the highest leverage activities. So this is not just about growing, it's actually about survival. This is super important for you. And I guarantee if you're not growing, or if you feel like your brand is dying, it's because you're not spending time on the most important tasks and you're getting bogged down by things that can be done by systems, automations, and VA. So don't let that silent killer take your brand. Take one first step today. Your future self will thank you. And make sure that you take something away from this video, implement something into your business, or check out the description for resources that I think you'll find helpful as well. And I'm willing to help wherever I can. So hope you've enjoyed that video today. Hope it shook you up to make you think about the actions that you're taking in your business. And I'll catch you in the next video.